And the first said, your pound has gained 10 pounds. And then he said, well done, thou good servant, because you've been faithful in a very little. You have authority over 10 cities, which goes to show you that our faithfulness will have a result in the world to come, in the millennial reign, in what we do. Are we going to be faithful in little? Or are we going to be faithful in what God gives us? Now, God doesn't always give us the same thing. For example, he may give to you a family with children. That's what he gave you. You got to be faithful in that, right?
Amen.
He may give to somebody else a ministry that's in singing. You better be faithful with that.
Amen.
Somebody may be got something in money or another talent or a prophetic. Be faithful in what you have.
Wow.
You know, I think the key to so much of everything in life is just plain faithfulness.
Amen.
That's good.
When I started out as a lawyer, I didn't know what I was doing. Okay? But I showed up for work every day. I put on an outfit that made me look like a lawyer. Yeah? So you don't want to go to work and look stupid. You can't go dressed up in a professional office and look like you don't know what you're doing, even if you don't know what you're doing. And there were a couple times when my boss said, are you sure you want to practice law? And but after a while I got promoted, and then I got income. And then I started to learn it. And then I would go to the Lord and say, I don't know what I'm doing. Will you show me how to do it?
Hallelujah.
It's not that I had it, but he gave it to me. So I was faithful. I showed up. I went every day. I did the part. I show up here. I play the piano. Everything is faithfulness.
Amen.
Amen. That's good.
Okay, just show up.
That's good.
Okay?
That's good.
And so this guy got 10 pounds, and so and he said, well, then you're going to be over 10 cities. Because if you can't rule $10, you can't rule $100.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Wow.
Amen.
If you can't rule your own body, you can't rule somebody else's body.
Hallelujah.
And a lot of people want to control other people, and they're so out of control themselves.
Wow. Wow.
And the second saying it said, your Lord, your pound has gained 5 pounds. And he said, you're going to be over 5 cities. And the third said, here's your pound back. I hid it. How does God like that? Does God like that?
No.
Does God like that?
No.
What if you have a singing gift and you never sing? Does God like that?
No.
What if you have a gift of hospitality and you never cook for anybody?
Wow.
Does God like that?
No.
What if you're a flower and you never bloom?
Wow. Come on, Pastor.
See, this is all that creation is meant to express the glory of God.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
So I fear because you're an austere man and you take up what thou layest not down and reap where you do not sow. He did not understand the character of God. And he said, out of your own mouth I'm going to judge you, you wicked servant. And you knew that I was an austere man, taking up where I had not set down and reaping where I did not sow. Therefore, give your money. You should have taken it to the bank. I would have gotten some interest.
Wow.
And he said, take the 1 pound, give it to the guy with 10 pounds. Okay? Give it to the guy who's going to make the money. Okay? Give it to the person who's going to do the work. Give it to the person who's going to be faithful.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Give it to that one. And he said, Lord, he has 10 pounds. It isn't fair. And a lot of people who are down and out are looked on other people with jealousy, let's be honest.
Amen. Yes.
And say it's not fair.
Wow.
Yes.
But you don't know what it went into that.
Yeah. That's good.
You don't have an idea what went into it. Okay? Because it is fair. It is, that's just the way things work. Okay? And so where God has gifted you, go do it.
Yeah.
Amen.
If God's given you a family, bless that family. Be faithful. If God's given you a ministry, he's given you a ministry. Bless that family, I promise you. Be faithful with that.
Amen.
Because you can walk and chew gum at the same time.
Hallelujah.
Okay? You know, my father was a wonderful father. He was a beautiful man. But it was like his making money was like a hobby. And helping people was his,
Hallelujah.
you know. And God blessed him both ways. So it's not like, oh, I just have to be the go into this. No. Okay. So he says,